Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And this is ESPN 8, The Asscast.
Oh god, I can't wait to fucking not talk about that.
This episode is called Soggiorno or whatever.
Giorno pizza, better than Tombstone.
This is last week's episode. It's more of a refresher as we're doing it the day of the new episode. But, you know, shit happens down in the crotchels of our region, Sally.
Louisiana.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Gotta love them Popeyes.
Swamp ass.
Yeah. So this week's episode starts out, and Michael has found Kathy Bates from Misery and her crispy, crunchy, peanut buttery body.
Leave that fucking thing alone. You'll get diseases.
So at first, he comes up and he's like, "Hey, Sarah Paulson, what the fuck?" And she's like, "Bend to my will, bow to Zod, and come be one of us." And he's like, "No, fuck you. I do my own thing. I got a crew and everything.
I'm about ready to drop the hottest album in 2018 you ever seen, dog. Fucking dare you talk to me about bending the wheel." Like he got up like Kanye West. Like, I'll stab you in the areola.
And then he gets up and he's like, he runs into the forest. He's like, "No, Daddy, no."
That part, when he runs to the forest to try to get his dad's attention, which is Satan, by the way, I'm getting a strong feeling that Michael Langdon might be evil.
Yeah, a little bit.
But he runs to the forest and
he shops at Hot Topic.
And he does an amazing job with the pentagram, by the way, all in anger and just barely, like, just haphazardly drawing a circle. And then he draws a perfect pentagram. And he goes, "I'm just going to sit here until you talk to me, Dad. I've done everything. I've done everything you've asked. I've taken the trash out. I've been nice to my brothers. I cleaned the fucking car. And you still won't tell me what to do or give me my allowance." And then he's like, "Well, Dad's not going to talk to me.
I don't want to clean my room. God!"
And then after a while of going through starvation, he starts seeing shit and seeing little kids like, "Do you want to drink of water? Do you want to play on the seesaw?" I'm like, "No, bitch, Michael Jackson."
Why are you always trying to tell me to fuck a goat, man?
And there was a goat in this.
Yeah, he rips its horns out. And then snakes come out of it like Halloween 3.
Yeah, I know.
And that weird shit, random ass shit happened. AHS gets weirder and weirder.
Well, it's
this
episode was kind of random at the very beginning because he goes from there and then he stumbles around and winds up in like, it was fucking New York or where he was, but he goes down a back alley and makes his way into a satanic church, as you do when you're stumbling drunk out of a bar at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, well, that sounds fun.
Give me some satanic soup.
Let's see where that goes. So he gets in there and it's I don't know who that actress is. Was it Kathy Griffin? No, it wasn't Kathy Griffin. I don't know. Whatever. You know, she was the leader of the satanic church. And she's like, "We all got to be more evil. Evil is the way. Don't you understand?" Like, tell me you, because there's a congregation gathered. She's like, "What did you do evil?" He's like, "I didn't tip a waitress or something." Like, it's just like really mundane things. And she's like, "You know what I did this week? I robbed an old person's home. And then I gave the money to, and you know, Michael Langdon's like, "Oh shit, these are my followers." And they're all like wanting the end times and they're waiting for the son of the devil to come to deliver them. And he's sitting back there, he's like, "These are my people." Shit! And then this one lady leans over and very sexually, I thought, was like, well, not sexually, but it just came, I got that sexual vibe off of her. She was like, "You look hungry."
Yeah, she hit him up in the DMs.
Yeah, pretty much. And she's like, "Do you want to come back and I'll cook you a hot meal and have intercourse with you?" Like, and she didn't say that, but she was like, "I'll cook you a hot meal back at my place." And he's like, "That's very nice." And he's like, "Well, we all can't be perfect."
"I'll suck your dick."
That's pretty much what she wanted to do. And
she was like that character from Fight Club that's like, "If anybody, I just want to have sex one more time before I die. I have many lubricants and some Playgirl at my house."
But nice.
It's like, "Stop, Barbara." But yeah, he goes back and she feeds him. I do love the main lady at the Satanic Temple though. She's like, "We you little bitches gonna do some evil shit." But they go back and she explains how, and this is a weird turn on Thor, stop it. Take that squeaky toy somewhere else.
But it's your dildo, Daddy.
I like in this version of the Satanist temple, like, everybody gets riches for being a part of Satan. Like this one, she's like, "Look, I got a house, I got a nice lazy boy, I get to fuck Ryan Reynolds on Friday nights, and Brad Pitt fucks me till the morning comes up on Wednesdays."
I'm like, that's not, yeah, and then Michael Langdon said, "That's it? That's what you sold your soul for? A lazy boy and a fucking paid off house?" I was like, "Hey, if you're gonna sell your soul for a paid off house, there are worse things." I mean, that shit expensive, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically he tells her, he's like, "You know, wait no further. I'm the one you've been waiting for." She's like, "Shut your blasphemous tongue!" And, you know, he shows her the 666 behind his ear, and then she falls to her knees. But he's like very dejected this entire time because, again, he doesn't want to be part of these gaggle of fucking morons. Like, it's kind of like Clown and Spawn. He's like, "Why does God get all the good ones and we get the retards?" Because like, you know, that's what it was. Like, they're just moronic people that he has to deal with. And he doesn't know what to do. He's lost without his mentor, so he has no clue on what to do except that he is the son of the devil. And he goes, they have like this potluck and shit after he comes into the temple, and she announces that he's, they go back to the Satanic Temple, and the lady that was helping him, was feeding him food, announces to the other Satanic members that he's the son of the devil, and they give him the honor of sacrificing those two people that they brought in, which that shit was evil, because I thought they were just a gaggle of fuckheads.
That dude's abs were weird.
They were
he had
fat abs.
Yeah, it was weird.
He had like fat abs.
I mean,
it was like one of those blow up dolls that are right between deflating.
Yeah,
and the girl was alright. She was hot. But so he kills him really quick, and he's like, okay, well, fuck it, because Michael Langdon's done worse. He's like, is this all like? Yeah. This is like layup practice for me at basketball. Like, this is nothing. And then he's sitting around, and they're having a potluck dinner, and they're bringing him shit like any church service would. And she's like, I can guarantee for the baked spaghetti. He's like, okay, I'm gonna get to it. And then when they finally leave him alone, he's just there with that one chick. He's like, I don't know what to do. I mean, really, this episode, Seether could have been playing over the entire thing, and it could be Remedy. Frail, the skin is dry and pale, the bed will... Like, it just felt like it was very Seether-oriented, the way that his attitude was. He was very like, I don't fucking care anymore. And the lady that had helped him earlier in the episode says...
try my spinach.
Yeah, and she was like, well, what's the plan? I mean, what are we going to do? He's like, I don't fucking know! Like, I just got here, lady.
We're going to go to fucking Kohl's and shoplift.
We're going to go to Fazoli's first, and then afterwards we'll see how we feel. Maybe Applebee's at 12. But, so eventually what he admits to her is like, look, Kathy Bates is...
lasagna.
Yeah.
Satan lasagna.
Satan lasagna. That's gonna
Spicy.
that's gonna be the new one from Cheddar's. But yeah, they what she basically says is like, well, he admits to her, like, I lost Kathy Bates. She was the only figure I ever trusted and loved and looked to for answers. And then she's like, I got the right thing for you. Follow me. Ooh, a hell of a deal. I'm going downtown. But so they drive to California. She won't tell him exactly what it is. But it was very, like, it was so weird because she's like, I don't know how to react on you since I found out that who you are. He's like, I'm the same person I was when you met me. You didn't know who I was. It was like you'd been a celebrity or something. And she takes him to this Silicon Valley, and that's where she's going to let him get the answers that he wants in regards to bringing Kathy Bates back.
Yeah, and that's where you get... Fuck, why can I never remember the guy's name? He's the main fucking star of the show.
Eichner?
No, not Billy Eichner. The other guy.
Jimmy Evans.
Fucking the main guy, man.
Luke Evans.
Shit, fuck.
Shit, fuck.
Shit, fuck, fart.
Fuck, taints.
Shit, fuck, fart, shit, taints. Dude, you know who I'm talking about,
Evans,
right?
yeah. Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, yeah, Evan Peters. Yeah.
Just think Peter, I know you'll remember.
I never forget.
I'll never forget the Peter.
But, that was the highlight of the whole show, man. And it's kind of stupid. Like, honestly, like, some of the stuff at the Satanist Temple was kind of like dumb comedy, but I liked it. Like, I don't mind that shit. It's HS. Cool. They do really stupid stuff. Like all the stuff that the main lady was saying and how she was acting and stuff. But yeah, when they go back, they go to Silicon Valley and they both got Billy Eichner's back. They have bowl haircuts, which I love. Like they have these weird mullet bowl haircuts and they're sitting there doing shit. And this girl's giving him head under the table. But when she brings this bowl of Coke, he's like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "I was working." He was like, "Oh sorry, I forgot."
I like apparently these two guys are like genius level robotic experts, and they've been able to. What their basic empire is built on is the fact that they can do as much coke as they want and never get sick. They sold their soul to the devil as well, but they can do as much coke as they want and never fucking die or OD on it. And then they can sell their shit, their company, and make products for billions of dollars. But they specialize in sex robots.
Yeah.
Which there's one scene where Billy Eichner's character and Evan Peters' character, they're looking at this thing going up and down, like jacking off a guy. He's like, I'm getting wood just looking at it. And then it's like, and it starts fucking up. He's like, well, you just ripped off every guy's dick.
That would be a fun job, though. That would be the best engineer job you could hope for, yeah.
And just having a bowl of Coke.
It did look like a good hand job, I'm not going to lie.
It was very smooth.
Even when it went fast, I was like, I think I can handle it.
That was the part when you get into you're in the right zone.
You got to set it on 11.
The auto zone. Dude, I
modded my sex doll. Watch this.
Also, you get reintroduced to Miss Winnebago. She's there, Sarah Paulson's character from early on in the season, and she's talking down to an employee that was late on delivering the Coke, and she's like, when I say be here this and whatever, and she's like, go ahead and use whatever brain cells you have left and clean out your desk. I'm like, fuck! In some way I want to fuck you, Winnebago. Like, I don't know why, but I just like it. And then she runs off, and she
always fuck Sarah Paulson.
She brings in the bowl of Coke, and they run over there like gerbils to the water, and they start sniffing the shit out of it.
I'd fuck Sarah Paulson in a fat suit.
We know. You'd fuck her in a fat suit, or you would be in a fat suit?
Both.
Oh,
either or.
Yokozuna.
We'd be furries.
Oh, God. Just make sure the flap is velcroed. But yeah, so when anyhow, Michael Langdon shows up to these guys, and they were already called and informed that he was coming, and then they're like excited, but they don't really believe him at first. They're like, they were like, I was kind of expecting something more. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not talking down to you, dude, but you kind of look normal. And then they start making fun of it, and Michael Langley gets all huffy about it. He's like, fuck, and he like walks out of the, tries to walk out, and he's like, whoa, wait. Well, I mean, just, like, give us a little pointer here. Give us a heads up. Like, we don't know.
I do love that scene, though, when she brings in the giant bowl of Coke, and they're just, like, sniffing it through a fucking ladle. And that prostitute, who was hot as fuck, by the way.
Yeah, she was super hot.
She was sitting there with her panties showing, her legs spread. She's like, aren't you going to OD or something? He's like, no. And then she turns around, and, like, in the background, you can see her snorting something off a desk, too. It's like, this is a bunch of goddamn sexual deviants.
I mean, that's the American dream, I think, for every male.
And I think that they really went after the Silicon Valley people here, too, because I like how when they met with Langdon and they go out on the picnic table to have their talk, they were telling their story, and they were like, yeah, we work for a guy who we can't say who he is, but it was Tesla. It was Tesla.
I think this is how Steve Jobs started out with the iPhone.
Yeah,
like, it was just him and sold his soul to the devil and one other fucking, and that Wozniak fucker.
Some people won't like it because it's too over the top comedy, but I kind of like it. It's just kind of batshit fucking crazy.
It kind of fits in the universe of American Horror Story, and so he proves.
But we've lost scariness. Scariness.
Yeah, it's gone. At this point, I think somebody actually brought this up, and I don't know if it was another YouTuber or if I read it somewhere, but I kind of agree with that. They were like, is this really its own thing, American Horror Story Apocalypse, or is this just a sequel to Coven?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was like, I kind of agree that, maybe the first 2 episodes was its own thing, but now that we've gotten to where we are now, like, I would go ahead and say, yeah, it's a sequel to Coven.
What I liked the best...
Or a sequel to X-Men.
Murder House was the best, right? That was the best one. What I liked a lot was the idea of what Roanoke was supposed to be. Now, Roanoke turned out to be a shitty season, right? But when it started, and it was these new characters, and they were out there, and you didn't know what was going to come next, and it seemed like it was going to be scary, I think that's the best AHS can be, even though, like I said, they dropped the ball on that. But with this season, it's kind of fun. It's not that I don't like it, but at the same time, it's not scary at all, and it's just kind of it's just kind of its own thing. Like, it just kind of does just this crazy weird shit every week, and it's just fun to see what they're going to do next, but you're not really that involved in the story anymore.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's the same as, like, with Cult. I had fun with Cult, but Cult was not scary at all. But Cult was more scary in the fact that it could happen in real life with that mentality, that cult mentality that they were going for. But
Cult was focused.
It had more of a, but this one, it does have supernatural elements in it, obviously. I mean, fucking he's the son of the devil, so obviously weird shit's going to go down. I should never have given him the pot. But, it's still got just randomness in it.
Huh? Yeah, it's constantly, every episode's like, well, what are we going to do today, Jim? It's like an anthology.
That's me and Mike trying to make a YouTube video. Like, what are we going to do? Like, I don't know. Let's just come up with something. But, okay, so he proves his power by incinerating that girl, by incinerating the whore. And they're like, oh, shit. And they're like, you really are the son of the devil.
Oh, shit, son.
And then they have this cool, they have this, little cool, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl kind of luncheon at this, private reserved area on the grounds. And they're eating, fucking sushi. And they're talking about all that stuff, how they sold their soul. And he explains what he wants. He's like, I want, this girl or my mentor, Kathy Bates, recreate it, or brought back from the dead. And they're like, well, we can recreate her to the very last, pubic hair, and that's what they said.
I know,
and then they get to work and they fix her up, and that's where the robotic Kathy Bates comes into play. And they tell him, it's going to take some time for you to acclimate with her again, or she's not going to remember it. But as soon as she sets up, she's like, "Oh, I've missed you, my sweet boy."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Here comes the rum shaker, turn it up." "Excuse me, Mr. Officer, turn it up."
I like a boom boom down.
Apocalypse time. And so we know now that is the precursor to what is the current situation of American Horror Story. Because once he got her back, and she gives him more of a focus on how to bring about. Now I'm excited about the next episode because I really want to see how it led to the end times, as it were.
Yeah, Michael Langdon is really good, and sometimes, but he does that. He's kind of like the Kylo Ren, like he's just kind of like a whiny child at times.
Yeah.
Like he goes out the woods like, "Dad, fucking tell me I'm not leaving, I swear." And like the whole episode, he's just kind of down or whatever. Like you mentioned, it's weird, man. Like I like it. Like I like it, and I think at the end of the day, you're gonna look back and it's gonna be one of that season was fucking weird, but it's kind of what it's like a fourth sequel to a franchise.
I like it.
I think it's gonna be fun and strange and not perfect, but weird and memorable in its own way, and it's working out. But
I think the cooler. This is a better episode than the last episode. Last episode was the weakest sauce they had so far this season, but overall, the thing about this show so far in Apocalypse is that it's got a hook pin in it that you keep wanting to watch to see what happens the next week. It keeps you entertained enough to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm feeling a little weird here, but I mean, I've never done acid before, but maybe I'll give it a try again.
I liked it when they said, they were like, and plus we get to have sex with Victoria's Secret models every Tuesday. He's like, and then he's like, and we get Rod Reynolds every Thursday.
Yeah, I like how they threw that in there like haphazardly. That happens too. But yeah, so overall, man, the episode was solid. I loved the shit out of it. I thought Michael Langdon again. I'm not taking anything away from Sarah Paulson and the Coven story. But when they just focus on the Coven only, and they don't really talk about Michael Langdon is the reason for the show. I mean, as far as Apocalypse goes, I mean, he's the one that started it. The guy's just a great actor, man. I mean, he's doing his part so well. Like, I really want to explore like more about how he came to be what he is.
Hopefully, he'll be a nice addition to Sarah Paulson and Evan Peters and Billy Eichner and all them going forward too in the other seasons. Because you get these, and I wish Dermot Mulroney was in it more often too.
McDermott. I don't know how you can't remember that.
Jack off and cry.
McDermott. You need to stop jacking off.
All I can think of when I see him from now on. But yeah, no, it was a good episode. I liked it. It was kind of fun. Comment down below with your all's thoughts on where the fuck you think this shit's gonna go from here on out, and if you like this season as a whole, this weird kind of crazy anthology-ish, but still sticking to a storyline sort of thing they're doing. We love your fucking faces, and if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in you, Steven.
You guys like Seether? I like Seether sometimes. Broken.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie.